morning everyone. It's a nice, almost sunny February morning and we thought we'd come out for a walk at the Eling Tide Mill, which is at the upper end of Southampton Water and just by Eling Creek. Unfortunately the tide's out today, so it's not going to be as picturesque as it could be, but we're going to have a little walk around the boardwalk and wondered if you'd like to come too. Let's do it. As the tide rises, seawater flows into the mill pond through hatches in the sea gates. As the tide falls, water is trapped in the mill pond. When there's a difference in water level in the mill pond and the sea, the mill's water wheel can turn to power the machinery. The water level in the river is always changing. Some birds find their food underwater, some on the mud, some on the plants. Little egrets paddle in shallow water to find fish. Moorhens eat leaves, berries, worms and fish. The island in the mill pond is usually home to nesting mute swans from late April to May. The cygnets and their parents are a regular sight in summer. Bartley Water is a small river which starts 5 miles away near Cadnam. As it reaches the mill pond, its fresh water mixes with the seawater, making living conditions very challenging for plants and animals. The level of the water keeps changing, and so does the amount of salt. The dense reed beds grow tallest in fresh water. They provide food and shelter for many birds and insects. Lower growing salt marsh plants can tolerate salty water, and being underwater at high tide, they often have very thick fleshy leaves. Both freshwater and sea fish can live here, but they also have to cope with big changes in the amount of water and how salty it is. There has been a crossing over this stretch of water for centuries, and a mill is mentioned in the Domesday Book of 1086. Originally it was a simple causeway, but at various times flooding and storms washed it away. Millers had to maintain the mill and causeway, so to help pay for repairs, millers charged people using the route over the water. The earliest known toll was in the 1700s when it cost sixpence, 2.5p, for a four-wheeled carriage. So that's the end of our little walk around the boardwalk area here at Eling, and the Tide Mill right next to us. We're just going to walk up the hill now and have a look at the lovely old church there. Looks a little bit like rain, so fingers crossed. these gates gorgeous? Honestly quite modern, absolutely gorgeous, I love them.